There are moments in life when speaking up feels natural, almost necessary, because the pain, the disrespect, or the injustice hits so close that staying silent feels like surrender. But you've learned, often the hard way, that reacting too quickly doesn't bring peace. It brings chaos, misunderstanding, and regret. You've seen how explaining yourself to the wrong people only deepens the conflict, how defending your truth to someone committed to twisting it only drains your strength. Deep down, you know this. Not every battle deserves your voice, and not every person deserves access to your energy. There is a power in stillness, a dignity in restraint, and a quiet wisdom in letting time reveal what words cannot. Today, we're going to explore 7 moments where silence isn't weakness. It's self-respect. Moments where stepping back doesn't mean you lose, but that you rise above. Moments where karma, character, and truth do the work for you. 1. When someone is trying to provoke you, there are people who don't come to understand you. They come to disturb you. They poke, interrupt, mock, or throw little jabs disguised as jokes. And the moment you react, they win. Because provocation is never about truth. It's about control. It's about dragging you into a battlefield where they choose the rules and you lose your peace the moment you step in. You've been there before. Someone pushes your buttons, and even though you know you shouldn't respond, your emotions flare. You defend yourself, raise your voice, or fire back with something you later wish you hadn't said. And after the moment passes, you wonder why it felt like they controlled the entire interaction. The Stoics understood this dynamic thousands of years ago. They taught that a person who tries to provoke you is showing their own lack of discipline, not your weakness. Your reaction is the invitation they're waiting for. Your silence is the door you keep closed. When someone tries to provoke you, they expect your frustration, your explanation, your emotional outburst, your desire to fix the misunderstanding. But when you stay silent, their script collapses. They can't escalate because you've refused to play. They can't twist your words because you haven't given them any. They can't feed off your emotions because you've taken the fuel away. And something fascinating happens. People who thrive on provoking others become visibly uncomfortable when the reaction they crave never arrives. Their smile fades, their confidence drops, their power evaporates. They're forced to confront themselves, and that alone is a consequence stronger than anything you could have said. Silence is not passive in these moments. It's strategic. It communicates, I will not be manipulated. I choose peace over pointless battles. You don't have access to my emotional world. This kind of silence is not weakness, it's mastery. It's the discipline to refuse emotional warfare. It's the wisdom to recognize that your energy is too valuable to waste on people who poke at you, not because they are strong, but because they are threatened. And yes, karma plays its part. People who provoke others for sport eventually expose themselves. They ruin their own credibility. They burn bridges. They lose respect from those who witness their behavior. Their name carries the consequences you never had to deliver yourself. Your silence becomes the mirror that reflects their true nature. So next time someone tries to pull you into a fight, takes a jab just to see your reaction, or pushes your boundaries hoping to make you lose control, pause, breathe, let the moment pass without a word, and let the weight of their own actions fall back on them. Not every provocation is worth responding to. Some are meant to be ignored so karma can respond in your place. 2. When explaining yourself will only make things worse. There are conversations that are meant to bring clarity, and then there are conversations designed to drain you. You can feel the difference immediately. One leaves you understood. The other leaves you exhausted, misunderstood, and questioning why you bothered speaking in the first place. That second type is where silence becomes your greatest shield. You've likely met someone who doesn't want to understand you. They want to argue with you. They don't listen to your words, they wait for their turn to twist them. They don't seek truth, they seek victory. And no matter how carefully you explain yourself, how gently you phrase your intentions, or how many times you repeat the facts, the result is always the same. More tension, more confusion, and more frustration. This is the trap. Believing that if you just explain it differently, they'll finally see your heart. But some people don't want to see your heart. They want to protect their ego. They want to hold on to their narrative because it gives them power or pride or the illusion of being right. And the more you try to clarify, the deeper you get pulled into their emotional quicksand. Stoicism teaches a powerful truth here. You are not responsible for convincing someone who is committed to misunderstanding you. Explaining yourself repeatedly to the wrong person is like pouring water onto dry sand. No matter how much you give, nothing holds. Think of those moments when someone has already made up their mind about you. Maybe they accused you of having bad intentions, even though you were trying to help. Maybe they decided you were selfish when you simply set a boundary. Maybe they said you changed, when in reality, you just stopped accepting disrespect. You explained and explained and explained, yet nothing shifted. Why? Because they weren't looking for clarity. They were looking for confirmation of their own story. This is where silence becomes not just wise, it becomes essential. When you stop explaining, you take away the oxygen that fuels unnecessary conflict. You stop giving them material to twist. You stop handing them emotional access to your inner world. Instead, you let your actions, your consistency, and your character speak for you, louder and more truthfully than any sentence ever could. And the beauty of letting karma step in. People who refuse to understand others eventually reveal who they are. Their patterns become obvious. Others begin to notice the same distortions. Their relationships crumble under the weight of their own behavior. Meanwhile, you remain grounded, calm, and protected. Your silence says, I don't need your approval to validate my truth. My peace matters more than this argument. I trust who I am. Your misunderstanding doesn't change that. When someone is determined to misunderstand you, speaking becomes noise. Silence becomes clarity. It becomes the moment you reclaim your dignity and step out of the emotional storm they tried to pull you into. So the next time you sense that explaining yourself will only cause more chaos, don't. Step back. Be still. Let the truth take its own shape. Let their assumptions crumble on their own. Let karma do the teaching you no longer need to do. 3. When someone disrespects you publicly. Public disrespect hits differently. It's sharp, immediate, and humiliating in a way private insults never quite reach. Someone interrupts you in front of others, mocks you during a group conversation, throws a sarcastic remark at your expense, or questions your intelligence just to get a laugh. In those moments, every instinct in your body screams to defend yourself, to clap back, to restore your dignity on the spot. But reacting impulsively in public rarely restores dignity. It often diminishes it. Because the moment you respond from emotion rather than intention, the attention shifts away from their disrespect and onto your reaction. Suddenly, the narrative becomes, "Why are you overreacting?" Or, "Relax, it was just a joke." You go from victim to spectacle in seconds. This is exactly why silence, used intentionally, becomes such a powerful move. When someone disrespects you publicly, they expect you to crumble, lash out, or shrink into embarrassment. They expect you to meet their low energy with more low energy. They want to feel superior. They want to dominate the room. But when you remain silent, calm, composed, unbothered, the entire dynamic shifts. Silence freezes the moment. It forces everyone present to sit with the weight of what was just said or done. It draws attention not to your reaction, but to their behavior. People start noticing the disrespect that the aggressor hoped would blend into the noise. Without saying a single word, you flip the spotlight onto them, and suddenly it's their character on trial, not yours. This isn't passive, it's calculated, it's controlled. and it's deeply Stoic. Marcus Aurelius once wrote that the best answer to shameful behavior is dignity. Not an argument, not an insult. Dignity. Because your silence communicates what words often can't. I'm above this. I won't play your game. You've exposed yourself without my help. Public disrespect is often karma in disguise. The moment someone tries to belittle you in front of others, they unintentionally reveal their insecurity. Confident people don't need to embarrass others. Emotionally mature people don't seek attention through cruelty. Strong people don't push others down. They lift them up. So when you respond with silence, you're not letting them win. You're letting them reveal themselves. Think about how powerful it is when someone insults you in front of others and you simply pause. Look at them with calm eyes and say nothing. The room feels it. People notice. The aggressor feels the absence of your reaction like a slap. Their attempt to humiliate you collapses under the weight of their own pettiness. Later, you'll often find that bystanders remember your grace far more than the insult. Your silence leaves an impression that words never could. It shows restraint, strength, emotional maturity, and profound self-respect. And karma. It handles the rest. Those who disrespect others publicly eventually lose credibility. They damage their reputation one comment at a time. People stop trusting them, stop inviting them into conversations, stop giving them access to important rooms. Your silence becomes the turning point, the moment their true character becomes undeniable. So when someone tries to belittle you in front of others, don't rush to defend yourself. Stand tall. Stay calm. Let silence echo louder than their insult, and let karma work the microphone they tried to grab from you. 4. When someone twists your words, few things are as mentally exhausting as talking to someone who doesn't listen to understand, but to distort. You say something simple, clear, and honest, yet minutes later, it becomes twisted into something you never meant. They reshape your intentions, exaggerate your tone, or attach motives you never had. And suddenly, you find yourself defending statements you never made. It's one of the most frustrating human experiences, not being misheard, but being intentionally reinterpreted. At first, you may try correcting the misunderstanding. You clarify your meaning, slow down your words, even apologize for things you didn't do, hoping that if you're calm enough, gentle enough, patient enough, they'll finally hear you. But people who twist your words aren't lacking clarity. They're lacking honesty. They aren't confused. They're defensive. They don't want accuracy. They want advantage. Every explanation you give becomes more material for them to bend. Every clarification becomes another angle for manipulation. Every sentence becomes a new thread in their narrative. And the more you explain, the deeper you sink into their web. This is why silence in these moments becomes a strategy of liberation. When someone twists your words, they're trying to pull you into a mental maze where they control the exits. But the moment you stop participating, when you stop justifying, stop correcting, stop trying to fix their misunderstanding, you remove their power completely. Silence denies them the raw material they need to continue distorting your message. Stoicism teaches that you should not hand over your peace to someone whose mind is already at war. Some people don't want clarity, they want conflict. Some don't want truth, they want control. Some don't want understanding, they want the satisfaction of making you doubt yourself. In these moments, silence is not avoidance. It is self-preservation. It is choosing not to wrestle in the mud with someone who thrives there. Think about the times you walked away from a conversation and realized you felt drained, confused, even guilty, without knowing why. That's the cost of engaging with someone who distorts. They make you question your tone, your intentions, your memory. They rewrite the story so subtly that eventually you start wondering if maybe you were the problem. Silence ends that cycle instantly. It communicates, I see the game you're playing. I won't defend myself against lies. My energy is not available for distortion. And here's the part karma never misses. People who twist other people's words always end up twisting their own lives too. Their relationships break. Their credibility erodes. Their stories contradict themselves. Their manipulation catches up with them because no one can maintain lies forever. Truth has a timeline. It always arrives. Your silence helps accelerate that truth. When you stop feeding the distortion, the manipulator must rely only on their own behavior, and that behavior eventually exposes them. And you walk away clean, clear-minded, stronger, untouched by the chaos they hope to drag you into. So next time someone twists your words, don't argue, don't defend, don't correct every sentence. Step back, stay silent, let their narrative crumble under the weight of its own dishonesty. Let karma handle the knots they tied for themselves. 5. When people spread rumors or lies about you. Few things cut as deeply as discovering that someone has spoken about you behind your back, sharing half-truths, exaggerated stories, or pure fabrications. It feels unfair, violating, and infuriating. Your first impulse is often to confront the person, gather evidence, defend your name, or try to correct the narrative before it spreads further. You want people to know who you really are, not the distorted version someone else invented. But rumors are not born from truth. They are born from insecurity, boredom, jealousy, or resentment. And the moment you respond emotionally, you give the rumor life. You validate it by treating it as something worth chasing. The more you explain, the more dramatic the story becomes. The more you defend, the more others assume there must be something to defend. This is why silence is not just powerful here, it is necessary. A rumor survives through one thing: attention. When you refuse to engage, clarify, or retaliate, the rumor loses oxygen. It has nothing to cling to. It fades, dies, or turns back on the person who started it. Because silence is not the same as weakness. Silence is refusing to wrestle with ghosts. Stoicism teaches you to focus on what you can control: your character, your behavior, your integrity. You cannot control what people choose to say when you're not around. You cannot control what others believe without evidence, and you cannot control the insecurities of those who whisper more than they act. But you can control how you carry yourself in the middle of it all. Your reputation is not built in the dark corners where rumors spread. It's built in the daylight of how you live. Over time, people learn to trust patterns, not gossip. They observe consistency, not accusations. They study your actions, not someone else's bitterness. And the truth, quiet as it is, always outlives noise. When a rumor is circulating about you, staying silent communicates something crucial. I don't validate lies with my attention. My character is stronger than your narrative. I trust that time will reveal everything. And it does. Because rumors are like shadows, big and distorted from a distance, but meaningless once light hits them. People who spread lies eventually expose themselves. Their motives become obvious. Their stories contradict. Their audience loses interest or grows suspicious. They damage their own credibility without you saying a single word. Your silence becomes the witness. Your dignity becomes the evidence. Your consistency becomes the correction. There is also a deeper layer of karma at play. Someone who spreads lies about you is planting seeds in their own life, not yours. Seeds of mistrust, insecurity, and deceit. And those seeds always grow back toward the one who planted them. You don't have to chase them. You don't have to expose them. You don't have to prove anything. Their actions are already doing that for you. So when rumors arise, don't panic. Don't run after every whisper. Don't exhaust yourself trying to correct people who don't care about accuracy to begin with. Instead, stand firm. Stay centered. Let silence be the rope that their own gossip eventually tangles around them. Your truth is stronger than any rumor, and karma is far better at delivering justice than your anger ever could be. 6. When someone walks away or leaves your life. There is a unique kind of pain that comes when someone leaves your life. Not with a conversation, not with closure, but with distance, silence, or a sudden shift that you never saw coming. A friend stops calling. A partner loses interest. A family member pulls back. A person who once valued you suddenly acts as if you never mattered. And you're left wondering what changed, what you did wrong, or what part of yourself wasn't enough. Your instinct in these moments is often to chase clarity. You want answers. You want explanations. You want to fix what feels broken. You want to hold on to the connection, even if it's slipping away. But chasing someone who has already walked away is one of the most draining emotional pursuits a person can experience. Because when someone leaves, their absence is their message. Their distance is their decision. And this is where silence becomes not just a response. It becomes self-respect. Stoicism teaches that not everything belongs to us, not everyone is meant to stay, and not every ending is a failure. What hurts is not the departure. It is the attachment to how things should have been. You imagine conversations that never happened, alternate endings that never arrived, and versions of them that never truly existed. But someone who chooses to leave has revealed something essential. Their chapter in your story is complete, even if you weren't ready for the ending. Chasing them won't reopen the chapter. Explaining yourself won't rewrite it. And begging for closure won't give you peace. It only hands them more emotional power. Silence, on the other hand, restores your center. It says, I choose myself even when others don't. My worth isn't dependent on who stays. I release what no longer aligns with me. When you stay silent, you allow space for truth to rise to the surface. You allow their intentions to become clear. You allow your heart to settle. And most importantly, you allow karma to take its natural course. Because here's the truth. People who walk away often discover in time what they lost. They realize the value of your loyalty, the rarity of your patience, the warmth of your presence, the steadiness of your character. But by then, the story has shifted. You have grown, you have healed in silence. You have rebuilt your dignity, you have chosen peace instead of pursuit. And karma never rushes, but it never forgets. People who leave without explanation often return when they realize how deeply they misunderstood you. People who thought you would always be available learn what your absence feels like. People who believed they could walk in and out of your life discover that the door doesn't stay open forever. Your silence teaches a lesson they could never learn through arguments, that your heart is valuable, that your presence is not guaranteed, and that losing you comes with consequences. So when someone pulls away, don't chase. When someone walks out, don't run after them. When someone chooses distance, give them all the space they need. Stand still. Stay silent. Let life, time, and karma reveal what words cannot. Some departures are protected. Some endings are beginnings. Some losses are guidance in disguise. And the peace you protect today becomes the strength you carry into tomorrow. 7. When revenge feels tempting. There are moments when the desire for revenge feels overwhelming, when someone has betrayed you, lied to you, disrespected you, or hurt you so deeply that a part of you wants them to feel the same pain. You imagine exposing them, calling them out, proving them wrong, or somehow making them regret ever crossing you. It's a very human impulse. It rises from wounded pride, broken trust, and the need for justice. But here's the truth you already know. Revenge never brings the peace it promises. It only ties you to the person who hurt you. It makes you carry their energy, their actions, their darkness. It turns you into a mirror of their behavior. And long after the moment of retaliation has passed, the bitterness stays, the guilt lingers, and the wound remains open. Stoicism teaches a powerful principle. The best revenge is not to be like the person who wronged you. That means not lowering your character to match theirs, not stepping into their chaos, not allowing their behavior to shape your identity. Because the moment you choose revenge, you let them win twice. Once when they hurt you, and again when they made you abandon your values. Silence in these moments is strength. Silence is choosing your future over your anger. Silence is refusing to let someone else dictate your behavior. Silence is trusting that life has a way of balancing what people believe they got away with. When someone harms you, walking away without retaliation sends a message far louder than shouting ever could. You no longer have access to my mind, my emotions, or my life. Revenge says you are still invested. Silence says you're done. And here's the part that always unfolds. Slowly but surely, people who do wrong eventually collide with the consequences of their own choices. Not because you orchestrated it, but because patterns catch up. The character catches up. Life catches up. Those who manipulate others eventually manipulate the wrong person. Those who lie eventually trip over their own contradictions. Those who betray eventually lose the trust of everyone around them. Your silence becomes the space where their karma grows. You don't need to expose them. You don't need to match their cruelty. You don't need to prove anything. What they did will echo back to them, just as what you chose. Your restraint, your dignity, your discipline will echo back to you. Think of the moments in your life when walking away gave you more peace than fighting ever could. Think of the times when someone expected drama from you and received nothing but calm detachment. Think of the people who once hurt you, who later faced their own downfall without you having to lift a finger. That is the law of life. That is the nature of truth. That is karma stepping in where your anger wants to act. So when revenge tempts you, breathe, rise above. Let silence be your statement and self-respect be your answer. You don't heal by hurting back. You heal by releasing what isn't yours to carry. You don't grow by retaliating. You grow by walking away stronger than before. And the justice you truly need, it arrives in its own time, carried by hands far more precise than yours. In the end, every moment we explored today comes back to one truth. Silence is not surrender. It is strength. It is self-respect. It is choosing peace over chaos, clarity over confusion, and dignity over impulsive reaction. There will always be people who provoke you, misunderstand you, twist your words, disrespect you, or leave without explanation, but how you respond determines who you become. By choosing silence in these 7 situations, you protect your energy, reclaim your power, and allow karma and character to reveal the truth in its own time. As you move forward, try applying just one of these lessons this week. Notice how much lighter you feel when you stop chasing explanations, stop defending yourself, and stop fighting battles that were never yours. Thank you for spending your time here today. Your presence, your growth, and your willingness to reflect mean more than you know. If this message spoke to you, let it guide your decisions in the days ahead. Take care, stay grounded, and I'll see you in the next video.